So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Stroud sets up the play action. To the right side and caught by Dell. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Stroud. That is incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Stroud will look to throw once more. That is caught by Dell. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Throwing now is Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the... yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
All right.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Stroud to throw it. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now Stroud.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's got this down to the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Here's Stroud. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chargers will take over here just shy of the 30. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. Keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
To the left side, he's got McConkey.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
You look at the defense for these Texans.
There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Here we go.
Stroud off the play fake.
Flushed out right. Able to shake him off. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Stroud working out of the gun.
Buying time to his left. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins
from 8 yards out.
And the Texans lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket, wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. That one complete to McConkey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Here's Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnston. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Herbert back to the air. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. Extra point attempt to come here. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Texans 14, Chargers 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, look and repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Got his man, Dell. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Here we go.
Stroud looking to throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's taken down inside the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
In motion, the tight end. Stroud out of the gun here. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up second down. The Texans at 6-2 to start play. And they come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Again, it's Stroud. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
That's another Houston.
And Stroud now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal.
The throwing again is Stroud.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Nico Collins
With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Well, he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now it's Herbert.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Again, Herbert. Flush to his right. Staying on his feet. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
2nd and 10.
Herbert. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. In motion goes the tight end. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
Apparently, they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
On 4th down, Herbert.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
This will be caught at about the 5. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And it's caught. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, LA.
Lad McConkey.
69 yards.
And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And this is caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Takedown
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Texans would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Herbert now. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Charger drive about to get going.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Texans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He'll let this go deep for Collins.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Going deep for Diggs, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
That is caught, and he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. This one left side caught by Collins.
Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Stroud will look to throw once more. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins
with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing up.
And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Houston. 41 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Tank Dell with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And that is caught. It's Davis. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked.
He's got a man complete. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Ladd McConkey,
his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers are able to at least get one score back.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Stroud off the play fake.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw it through contact and short of the sticks.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here goes Stroud again.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Stroud looking to throw.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Stroud sets up the play action.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Now Herbert going to change the look.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Let's go, let's go. Ready?
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Give him another one right back to Allen.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Here's Herbert.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. He's got Allen. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Herbert. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To the air again, Herbert. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have... And got his man complete.
He's to the 15.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Look the hot, look the hot.
Fourth down, Stroud going to try to throw for it.
Escaping the pressure right.
Pass taken in.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster. And we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of it, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Daniil Hunter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Throwing on second and long. Herbert. And now here's another interception.
Derek Stingley picks it.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to have it here just past the 25.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Short throw to Disley, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Herbert now. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 37 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Herbert. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. A try here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score Texans 56, Chargers 35.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
South. Here we go.
Stroud working out of the gun.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea